CR here with some more slapping content. This time we have the top 5 most disappointing games. Let me explain this a little bit. I don't necessarily think these are the worst games or anything, just that they weren't up to par with either the hype surrounding them or the wait that led up to the release of the games. I'll be going into more details for each game as I get to them though, so don't worry. This list will also not have an honorable mentions segment, as I'm not trying to honorably mention a game that I felt was disappointing, or diss it in the process. One final thing I will say, if you genuinely like any of these games, I'm not just trying to say trash to the games. I'm genuinely saying my feelings, either upon just playing, or after completion of the game. I'm just stating my opinion, just as it's your opinion of liking the game. With that being said, let's begrudgingly get into this list. Alright, this game is heavily disappointing, but only due to the general length of the game, as it plays fine being the 4th entry in an ongoing series. I've only played this emulated, but I do actually own a copy of the game now. But this game is only like maybe 8 to 15 hours in length. Like, I might need to replay the game to get a total feel on it, but as the finale of the first series of Dot Hack games, I felt it lacked something, as it really only played like the previous games in the series and didn't really add anything new. Playing 4 games in a row that are exactly the same, besides story, becomes a bit of a chore to get through. That's mostly why it's number 5 on this list, because that's the biggest gripe I have with it. But that's just what this list is. It's for disappointments, which, sadly, this game is. Well, from a first glance, you might be saying, obviously, but what you should be more concerned about is the fact that this game is only number 4 on this list. There are many reasons that this game is a disappointment, but let me explain my reason. Some of my favorite games just before this came out were the Sonic Adventure games. I've said before that I played both for hours and hours, and was the biggest reason I even got into Sonic in the first place, leading me to play many other games in the series that came out just before Sonic 06. I played the Gems collection, which only furthered me into my Sonic fever, but then I started to play consecutively, in my book, bad Sonic games. From the mess that was Shadow the Hedgehog, which I actually don't mind that much, to Sonic Heroes, which was essentially unplayable to me, as well as Sonic Riders, which even to this day I still don't completely understand how to play. So I was hoping and praying that the next Sonic game to come out would be my saving grace for the Sonic series. Boy, was I goddamn wrong. I didn't get to play much of the game at first, only watching my dad struggle and eventually give up handing me the controller. As most of you can assume, I got stuck at the Sonic fight with Silver and was probably one of the first times I actually hard rage quit on a game entirely. I still bought Sonic games after the fact, but I've never really been into the Sonic series the same way as I did when I first got my hands on Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Now, this I know I'm going to get flamed for. The biggest reason that this game is a disappointment to me is the fact that everyone said that the first Fable was the best one, and that neither sequel compared to the original, to which I say nah. This game is so damn short to 100%, it's not even funny. At least I'm pretty sure I finished the game completely. It's been a while since I played, but I did an evil character run, which I searched everywhere after the game was over, and did every quest, which only took, according to my Steam page, 21 hours, which I'd probably say would be even less, considering I sometimes leave my games on. But even still, the shortness and not really being impressed with the story all that much, and possibly the hype behind it, kind of ruined my experience for the game. I mean, I can also cut some slack for the fact that I didn't try an all good run, but I really had no interest in doing that. While I can find enjoyment in shorter games, I just expected a lot more from this game, considering even after I played, I still like Fable 2 more than the original. Even Fable 3 is better than 1 in my book, as I've said on my favorite games video. So, to preface this, I'll say that I mean the original vanilla version of this game, not Persona 5 Royal, because I haven't played that game, but some friends have said that it makes up a lot of the bad that was in the original. Now, I was an Atlus fan, as I had played a couple games in preparation for this game, which might have been a mistake in hindsight, but in the long run, I believe I hyped myself way too hard for this game, which was my biggest downfall. My favorite game in the series is Persona 4, but I wanted to get the bigger picture with Persona games, so I played Persona 3, and I'll admit, I can't get into that game, like, at all. The game just has such an edgy feel to it that I can't take anything in it seriously. I played the first 2 games as well, albeit a very minute amount of both, so 3 and 4 were the only ones I finished. Don't really have much to say about the originals as I didn't play enough, but finally the day came when Persona 5 dropped. This is another game I might need to replay, but the biggest thing I liked about Persona 4 was the fact that you could feel the camaraderie between all the characters. They actually felt like friends and not people exclusively shoved together. In 5, I really didn't feel that between any of the characters. God, the dungeons as well had a really off feeling to them. While I could see what they were going for, to me none of it landed correctly, and I felt they were more focused on the big twist that happens 80% through the game, which kind of left me lagging in the game to the point I wasn't sure if I actually wanted to beat it, and was even more disappointed at the end, which I won't spoil here. I might replay this game one day and give an actual review, because my feelings might have changed on it a bit. Now, this. I don't think anyone can fault me with Kingdom Hearts 3 being my #1 most disappointed game. I've been waiting for this game since Kingdom Hearts 2, getting more and more and more hyped as each installment and teaser and secret ending and goddamn everything Kingdom Hearts I could handle. I discussed theories with friends on what we thought would happen many times between many different years. To say I was hyped would be an absolute understatement. Then it was in my hands, and as I was playing, I was thinking more and more, okay, where is this going? The story just didn't feel super fluid to me, and it more so felt like I was just playing through a dream. Then the ending hit, and I straight said, are you fucking kidding me? I waited this long for this? Now, I generally kept up with Kingdom Hearts news, so I knew that this game wasn't supposed to end the series or anything, and I don't want to spoil stuff in this video, but my god, nothing in this game felt like a finality to anything. The DLC didn't even help with understanding anything more, and all this game managed to do was add 1,000 more questions compared to the maybe 5 answers it gave, which, I will admit, I do love speculating about stuff in the series, but when everything starts to become speculation, it becomes way too much for me to handle. I'm still going to play the series, but this game was so disappointing that I seriously considered throwing in the towel. But I've devoted so much time and energy into the series that at this point, I might as well finish it all the way to the bitter end. All in all, my day is ruined by the immeasurable disappointments I had upon playing through these games. I believe Sonic the Hedgehog is the only game I didn't actually complete on this list, just thought I should mention. Also, again, I don't have any ill will towards these games generally, and if they're your favorite games, don't take me disliking them as word of law, because like I said, if I replayed them, I might like them. Might still not like them, but I'm just some random dude on the internet stating his opinion. As always, hope you enjoyed, and see you next video.
Bodies in the street, killing overhead. Marvel at the sky as it turned blood red. Peeling cats back till the white meat show. This is natural for the little afro. Pressure bust pipes, mines is filling up. And when I lay you down, you ain't never getting up. Revenge is on my frequency dialing. Prayers for these fools, well it ain't worth whiling. You say that you a samurai, whatever.